مسي عليكم بالخير مشاهدين برنامج الرفه ومحبين رياضة سباقات السرعة للخيل. حلقتنا اليوم استثنائية بناخذكم فيها إلى محطات مختلفة تخص كأس البحرين الدولي في نسخته الخامسة والمقام على مضمار نادي راشد للفروسية وسباق الخيل، ولأول مرة لجياد الفئة الثانية. واليوم عبر هالمنصة نبارك لمملكة البحرين هذا النجاح الكبير والمبهر لكأس البحرين الدولي 2023 بقيادة سمو الشيخ عيسى بن سلمان آل خليفة رئيس الهيئة العليا لنادي راشد للفروسية وسباق الخيل. سمو الشيخ مبروكين نجاح أمسية كأس البحرين الدولي اليوم. رأينا مستوى الجياد المشاركة اليوم قوية جدا، ورأينا سباق مغاير، وشفنا أن سبيريت دانسر فاز مع أنه ما كان حتى مرشح في هذه الشوط.
لا الحقيقة مفاجأة كبيرة، لكن من أحلى المفاجآت، ويعني أبارك حق جماهير مانشستر يونايتد يعني بكلهم في البحرين على هالفوز.
ونبارك لكم أيضا نجاح هذه الأمسية. ما شاء الله شفنا أن نادي راشد اليوم استضاف هذه الأمسية بهذه المستوى واستقطب أناس كثيرين إلى هذه السباق.
لا الحمد لله، يعني مملكة البحرين استضافت يعني مجموعة ونخبة ما بسيطة يعني من الخيل أو من أفضل الخيل في العالم، وهذه مو غريبة على البحرين، والبحرين فعلا تستاهل.
ألف مبروك وإن شاء الله إلى سباق الجروب 1 إن شاء الله.
الله يبارك فيك إن شاء الله قريب.
قيادة سمو الشيخ عيسى بن سلمان بن حمد، لله الحمد النادي من نجاح إلى نجاحات أكبر. 22 قناة تلفزيونية، 110 دول يتابعون السباق على الهواء، فأعتقد هاي بحد ذاته نجاح، وحققنا يعني جزء كبير من الأهداف المطلوبة. يعني الهدف من التنظيم مو بس الفوز بالمراكز الأولى مثل ما ذكر، الهدف أن احنا نوصل صورة البحرين الحقيقية للعالم، والحمد لله أن هذه جزء من العمل اللي تقوم به كل الجهات، والنادي يقوم النادي يقوم بجهد جدا عظيم وفي محله، أساس أن احنا نبرز الصورة الحقيقية للبحرين أمام العالم كله.
بداية أنا أبارك لسيد جلالة الملك وسيدي سمو العين رئيس مجلس الوزراء نجاح السباق الدولي، وبارك لسيدي سمو الشيخ عيسى رئيس الهيئة العليا لنادي راشد الفروسية نجاح السباق. الحقيقة اليوم السباق بالحضور اللي موجود فيه، المشاركات الدولية الكبيرة، ريت الخيل اللي موجودة اللي كلها يعني 3 من الخيل جروب 1 وينرز، يدل على أن البحرين الحمد لله إذا يعني حطت هدف توصل له، فالحمد لله كل سنة يرتقي هذا السباق للأفضل. هذه جزء من عمل كبير تقوم به مملكة البحرين في مختلف القطاعات. يعني اليوم في نفس اليوم اللي احنا فيه عندنا السباق الدولي اللي يعتبر سباق عالمي وفي حضور من كبار المضمرين في العالم وكبار الملاك. الحمد لله رب العالمين على فضل توجيهات الملك وأوامره وفضل متابعة ودعم سيدي سمو العهد، لازم نكون فخورين في اللي قاعدين ننجزه في البحرين، ونحط دائما لنفسنا تارجت أبعد وأكثر إن شاء الله بإذن الله، بتوجيهات ودعم سيدي جلالة الملك وسيدي سمو العهد، إن شاء الله نوصل بإذن الله حق جميع الغايات اللي يطمحون لها بإذن الله.
حقيقة التنظيم كان رائع، من وصول الضيوف إلى تنظيم السكن، إلى تنظيم المواصلات، كان أكثر من رائع. صحيح المكان قد يكون يعني الضيوف قليلين، لكن جدا في ترحيب غير يعني عادي. كان بالنسبة لي أنا تجربة رائعة، وتنظيم سلس والانتقال سلس. يعني حضورنا إلى هذا المضمار الجميل بهالبحيرة الجميلة كان أكثر من رائع. حضور سمو ولي العهد كان أضفى يعني زخم كبير ودعم بالغ لهذا الحدث. أنا في رأيي أنه النادي والحقيقة عمل جهد كبير. أتمنى أنه يعني يتبلور بشكل أفضل بإذن الله في المرات القادمة، وهو كل سنة وسنة يكون في تغيير يعني جذري وواضح. أنا في هذه المناسبة طبعا أهدي وأنقل تحيات صاحب السمو الملكي الأمير بندر بن خالد الفيصل رئيس مجلس إدارة نادي سباقات الخيل، اللي لم يتمكن من الحضور بنفسه، لكنه بقلبه وبتحياته وبدعائه لهذه البلد الجميل اللي الحقيقة الأجمل من اللقاءات روح هذه الناس اللي موجودة هذه.
Well, this is an excellent facility that we have here in the Kingdom of Bahrain for horse racing, yes. And you can see the international response has been terrific. Yes. I'm personally not a long-time participant in horse racing, so for me today it's very excellent to be here. From a Bepco Energy's perspective, of course, we feel that this is part of our community programs. It's part of our sponsorships where we look at sport and sport that attracts the community from within the Kingdom of Bahrain, and horse racing is no better sport.
I see today this is the Bahrain International Trophy. There has been a lot of tourists, there have been a lot of people coming and flying all the way from other countries to participate in this race. How do you see today Bahrain International Trophy and the organization of this?
And I'm amazed that it was so wonderful that Sir Alex Ferguson's horse won the international trophy. I was wondering if that might happen, so congratulations to him. But it is very nice that we have such an international crowd coming here to Bahrain and seeing all of the fabulous things we've got, including this fabulous facility that we have.
Thank you. No, I think it was a huge success. I think everyone here in the stands got a huge thrill out of it. Sir Alex got a huge thrill out of it. Look, it's fantastic. I mean, this is now our international race. It's therefore a big national sporting occasion, and to have an international sporting icon like Sir Alex Ferguson come to Bahrain, enjoy his week here, and have a winner, I mean, it really is a bit of a fairy tale.
Ed, I want to ask you a little bit about your partnership with all your partners here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. How much has this helped Russian equestrian in elevating this race as well?
Look, it's incredibly important. We have great support, whether it's from our sponsors, our partners, from all of those that help grow the club. And I think you'll feel from today, with seeing the kind of people that were here, a lot of people are getting behind what the club is doing, which is really exciting. And you need these big days. You need these international superstars to come in to help build that excitement. And I think we'll see this is a really important turning point for how the club goes to the next stage now.
تخطيط واستعدادات منذ سنوات نحصد نتائجها عام تلو الآخر. فاليوم السباق مختلف من جميع النواحي بتواجد 14 جواد ممثلا للعديد من الشعارات والدول اللي تتنافس للفوز بالجائزة الكبرى وهي $1,000,000. راح نعيش معاكم تفاصيل هالأمسية الكبيرة، ومن بعد معرفة أسماء الجياد المشاركة في السباق أصبح جميع المضمرين والملاك والفرسان والجمهور بانتظار ما ستنتج عنه قرعة بوابات الانطلاق للجياد، واللي تعتبر من النقاط الأساسية والمهمة كونها نقطة البداية، واللي بناء عليها ترسم الخطط أو خلينا نقول التخطيط والتكتيك لكل جواد في السباق. خلونا نتابع قرعة بوابات الانطلاق للجياد، ومن المحظوظ اللي راح يحصل على بوابة إيجابية لجواده.
We're very excited to be here for the 5th time. We love coming to Bahrain. Sheikh Isa is very a kind host to us and everyone at the Bahrain Turf Club. We have 12 international horses which arrived here on Thursday, and they've been training on the racetrack each morning, sometimes on grass, sometimes on the all-weather surface. We have some fantastic jockeys that are in town. Some of the leading jockeys, people like Ryan Moore, are coming to Bahrain, and we have some fantastic trainers, people like Charlie Appleby, Saeed bin Sarur. Most notably, for the first time visiting here is Andre Farb, one of the leading trainers in the world. So we have some fantastic connections. Always very proud to support racing in Bahrain. So we're very excited to be here. We're very much looking forward to the race on Friday. We're particularly pleased that we have some very highly rated horses this year, including Nation's Pride, who's rated 1-2-1, one of the best horses in the world, who last time out won the Canadian International in Woodbine, Toronto. So the standard of the horses is getting better, and I'm very hopeful if the best horses run in the first 3 this year, that very soon Bahrain will have a Grade 1 race in place, because we're so excited to be here. The quality is fantastic and Bahrain is going up and up every year.
قادر يعني خذ رن في البحرين قبل 3 أسابيع تقريبا، والحمد لله مرتاحين من أداء وتمارينه تجهيزا لهذا السباق. وطبعا خليف اقتنيناه حق فريق فيكتوريوس من فرنسا، معنا الحصان الألماني، وأول مرة بيركض طبعا تحت إشرافي، ولكن مرتاحين من بعد تمارينه، بس للأسف ما حصل مجال إنه يشارك يعني سباق تجهيزي. فإن شاء الله التوفيق من الله إن شاء الله. إن
شاء الله التوفيق من الله، إن شاء الله تحصلون بوابات حلوة وكل التوفيق لكم إن شاء الله. اليوم نرى مشاركة دبي فيوتشر، خلينا نقول الفائز بكأس البحرين الدولي عام 2022، ومشاركة اليوم أيضا في كأس البحرين الدولي 2023، وأيضا نرى وجود لريل وورلد اللي خلينا نقول اليوم صار هو المرشح الثالث، وشفنا أن له أفضلية على دبي فيوتشر. يا ريت تكلمنا عن الجياد المشاركة في كأس البحرين الدولي.
طبعا المرة هذه عندنا حصان الثانية، دبي فيوتشر هو نفس الحصان اللي فاز في كأس البحرين العام الماضي. الحصان أعطينا راحة شوي بعد السباق البحرين، والقصد من هذا التأهيل حق السباق مرة ثانية في البحرين، والتدريبات الأخيرة في بريطانيا قبل ما نرسلها البحرين ممتازة، وأنا سعيد وراضي عن مستواه. الحصان الثاني اللي هو ريل وورلد، طبعا الحصان هذا فايز في جروب 2 في بريطانيا، وفايز في عدة سباقات ثانية، وأيضا بعد أعطيناه راحة. الحصان له مستوى ممتاز، والمسافة هاي فايز فيها في مسافة ميل والربع، اللي بركبها الجوكي البطل البريطاني اللي هو أشين مرفي، وآخر مرتين تدرب فيهم الحصان كان نفس الجوكي راكبنا في الصباح التدريبات الصباحية، والحصان الأخير بدأت المجازات. لكن المرة هذه السباق يختلف عن النسخة الماضية، كون أن النوعية أفضل من الخيل وصلت البحرين. المستوى بعد ما دبي فيوتشر فاز العام الماضي، ترقى السباق من جروب 3 إلى جروب 2. هذا اللي يعني شجع كثير من الملاك والمدربين أنهم يرسلون أفضل الخيل بالبحرين، وهذا تطور كبير الحمد لله. وهذا اللي بعده احنا يشجعنا، وهذا اللي نطمح فيه انه سباق كاس البحرين ينتقل الى سباق الجروب ان شاء الله.
Sir Alex, welcome to Bahrain. It is our pleasure to have you here, and we'd like to ask you, how do you find your participation today with Rashid Equestrian and the Bahrain National Trophy?
I've had a fantastic time. From the minute I arrived here last night, they've looked after me so well, and the climate's good and everything's fantastic. The only thing is, you got a bad draw.
I mean, it's not a bad draw. Surprises can happen.
Of
We
course,
never know.
yeah.
And you've got a good horse. You have a
Yes,
spirit
exactly,
dance, and you have also a very special trainer who knows the Bahraini course very
Correct,
well.
yes, yeah, several times.
Yes. How do you find the organising throughout the entire
It's
process?
fantastic. You know, tonight, you know, it's wonderful night. The food is excellent. I mean, I've really enjoyed it, honestly.
Yes.
I was here in 1986, November
Wow.
1986. It's my first time with Manchester United. I just joined the club. I came here.
So lovely to see you
Yeah.
and have you back in Bahrain.
Yeah, but it was different then when you see the country now, you know.
Yeah. How do you find it now?
Unbelievable. It's
Completely changed.
fantastic. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, it's been a real pleasure. I think I'll come back.
Definitely. Thank you so much, and
Okay.
we look forward to having you again.
Oh, thank you very
so much.
Yeah, it's a real honour to have had an invite. We're very excited to be here. It's such a fantastic event that's been organised, and obviously in the last few years it's just getting stronger and stronger. And to be a part of that, it's very special for all of us. Stall 14, I have to admit, Dan did say after I was getting sacked. But yeah, hopefully luck might come, you never know, if it's a strong pace, and Astro King's very versatile.
Yeah, it's more like a Group 1, I'm afraid. It won't be long before it's a Group 1. It's a very competitive race. All you have to do is look at the horses' names, and when they showed the form, there's very solid form there. We're a Group 3 winner, which is not good enough at the moment, but you never know. We'll give it a go.
Since we never know, I want to ask you about Spirit Dancer and your participation with it in this international trophy.
Yeah, it was in my mind, because we've had a horse finish third, and we've had one runner in it, and she finished third, which was a good run. We felt this horse was probably a little bit better, but I'm afraid the race is better this year. But I mentioned it to Sir Alex about 3 months ago, and he was very keen. So we won a win in your in race. There's races in England there. He won the Strensel Stakes at the Ebo meeting, and that was a win in your in race. So that was the final tick in the box to come. So, but delighted to be here. I'd have come anyway. So we'll see.
But it's always positive to know that the trainer is familiar with the track and has been here and participated in other races before.
Yeah, we have had a winner here, one of the local meetings there last year. So, but I do like Bahrain. Bahrain people are very nice and very helpful, and sort of were very welcoming. And you know, when a Bahraini man says welcome and woman, that they mean it. You know? And that always makes it nice for us to come and be welcomed. Sometimes we'll go around the world and we'll race in different parts of the world, and they say welcome and they don't mean it. But in Bahrain they mean it, so I'm delighted to be here.
Yeah, exactly. We were quite fortunate there. I think there were 3 dates left when we went up to get it, so fortunately he was drawn down there rather than out in 14, which is one of the other options for him. He's a horse that's travelled over well. He's got a great attitude and a great mind on him. And that, he's obviously by Muhara, who is a Shadwell sire. They bred and raced him, and he's Anna Tadruda as well, who's a champion filly for Shadwell. So it's a real deep Shadwell pedigree, and hopefully he can show that tomorrow.
Hopefully. How do you see the race, or how do you rate this race this year since it's Group 2?
It's a race that's improved year on year exponentially. Obviously we had runners here the first year and the second year, and since then the race has come so far. Tomorrow, I mean, on paper it's essentially a Group 1. There's obviously there's classic winners in there, there's Group 1 winners. It's an exceptional race, and a very good horse will win it.
أجواء القرعة كانت مثيرة للجميع، ففي من كان سعيد بحصول جواده على بوابة مناسبة للانطلاق، وفي من كان غير متفائل من البوابة كونه حصل أحد البوابات الأخيرة واللي تصعب على الجواد التمركز بالشكل المناسب في السباق. فالنتائج النهائية للقرعة أتت كالتالي: حصول جميع جياد فريق جودولفن على بوابات جيدة، ما عدا نيشنز برايد المرشح الأول حصل على بوابة رقم 12 واللي تعتبر بعيدة نوعاً ما. أما عن ممثلين المملكة فكان الحظ جيد في الحصول على بوابات جيدة لكالف وقادر اللي حصلوا على بوابة رقم 4 و8. وبالنسبة لجواد المضمر ايدن أوبراين المرشح الثاني، بوينت لونسديل تمكن من الحصول على بوابة رقم 7 وهي بوابة إيجابية وتعتبر من البوابات المميزة اللي ينطلق فيها الجواد وهو في منتصف الجياد. وكذلك الجواد إصرار اللي بعد حصل على بوابة إيجابية وهي بوابة رقم 6. بالنسبة عن الجواد سبيريت دانسر، فما كان سير أليكس متفائل من البوابة كونه حصل على بوابة رقم 11 واللي تعتبر بعد من البوابات الصعبة. شوط المليون اقترب والجميع على أتم الاستعداد لإبراز أقوى ما يملك، فالمضمرين أعدوا الجياد بأتم الجاهزية، والفرسان يترقبون بدء السباق، والملاك يأملون الظفر بكأس البحرين الدولي والجائزة الكبرى، والجمهور يترقب وصول الجياد إلى ساحة العرض.
Well, I think it's a very open race. A lot will depend on luck. The great thing is that for the European horses especially, it's not too hot. It's quite a nice cool breeze. You'll be enjoying this. I'm enjoying it anyway, because it can be very hot here, but it's not so hot, so that should ensure that every horse has its chance.
The fact that the horses have been here for a week and the guests have been here for a few days does help build that excitement, the anticipation around the race. I'm delighted that, we spoke a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the 14 horses that were ready to go on the plane, and they're all fit, ready to go today, so that's the main thing, that the horses have trained into the race. I think everyone's excited. I'm excited. I know that everyone here in the stands, it looks very busy already, which is fantastic, because we've still got an hour and a half to go until the main race, so I think all systems go.
How do you say that the trainers and jockeys feel about today's course, or about the race course today at Rashid Equestrian?
Well, a few of them have been here before. I think over half of the jockeys in the race have ridden the track before, which is obviously a big help, because it is a tactical track, and the race over the last 4 years has proven that it can take a good jockey to win it. So I think all the jockeys should be ready. The trainers have done all they can. The horses, I've seen them each morning, and everyone seems to be happy with them. So I think they're ready to just get on and go for the race now.
Since yesterday we had a bit of a shower, our ground is good.
The official going is good to soft, good in places. A couple of the jockeys have come in and said that it's riding a bit better than that now, because it's dried out since this morning. I wasn't very happy when I came in this morning. We'd had a lot of rain overnight, and it made it very, very soft. So it's dried out quite a lot. Really pleased with it at the moment, and I think I'm going to change the going after the next race. I'll speak to some jockeys and change it to good to soft in places.
Hopefully that. How do you think that these jockeys and trainers and the horses have adapted to our grounds?
Very well. I think the European horses will like it. They'll be used to that sort of ground. Good ground is what they like in England. They like it around the world, to be honest. So I think they should be very pleased with it. I think it's better than they would have expected.
Yeah, look, he comes here in great order, and his profile of what he's achieved to date, he deserves to be favourite. But it's a race that's the strongest renewal we've seen here for sure in Bahrain, and full credit to everybody, Sheikh Isa, for allowing this race to grow the way it has, and I think they must be very happy with the support that the challenges that have turned up, because there's plenty of strength and depth there today.
I mean, he's won 6 races over the same distance, and he's with the first jockey of Godolphin today. Is that a positive thing that would help him with his soul today, number 12?
For sure. I mean, look, like I say, posted where we are, you need jockey and horse to know one another and know what they are able to do, and so therefore, look, William was always going to ride him regardless of whoever else we ran in the race, but from 12 you've just got to leave it to the jockey, and depend on how they break. If they break well and the pace is on, then he might just drop in. If there's no pace, he might just try and circumnavigate around the field and get on the lead.
How about Highland? We know that he's been doing so well in his morning training, but he's got no wins over the same distance, but he's got wins over 1,800 meters.
No, that's right. I mean, he comes in great nick, as you know. Kieran Fallon's been riding him out every day, so I just saw him there. I mean, in conversations with him during the course of the week, he says he's flying, and he's an old character. He's led many a good horse. He led Adia there in the spring there, and put a good challenge to Adia as well. And so, he's a horse that comes in off the back of his win at Newmarket, which was a win and you're into the race. So, he bought his ticket into the race, and he deserves to be here.
Yeah, his last run actually at Ascot was a mile and a half, and he got there as if he was going to win. Didn't really quite finish, so that's why we brought him back to a mile of water today. He's a horse, obviously he's out of Tagaruda, was the Champions League, came down with Shadwell. So we're really proud of him, and Murat, he was a champion as well. So he's got, and also Murat was a champion sprinter, so that's why we brought him back in trip. Travels beautifully in the race. I think the track has suited of last past ground, and hoping, fingers crossed, we've got a good chance.
Hopefully. What do you think about him being in stall 6? Will that help him today?
Yeah, that's a big advantage.
Yes.
Because this track, the first got a turn that comes up quite quick.
Yes.
So hopefully Jim, the big builder's Tim, just right behind the leaders. And then you run down the back straight, slightly downhill, especially in Australia it's downhill, and then you've got a lower straight. So 6 is a big advantage.
I have to say we've been looked after fantastically. The facilities are second to none, and I'm very impressed with the track as well. And we're looking forward to, hopefully our horses will run very well. But it's a very competitive race, and I think you can see the future of this race being a Group 1 in the next couple of years. But a thank you to Sheikha, Isa and all the team. They've looked after us really well. Thank you.
Lovely. I wanted to ask you about your horses today. I mean, Point Lancel, I mean, it's such a strong horse. And today everyone's eyes is going to be on this horse, especially that got stalled number 7. And Ryan Moore is on board. So if you could talk to us about his participation today.
Yeah, I think he's got a decent chance, a good each-way chance. He ran very well at Ascot the last day. And we've probably got a fabulous... Ryan Moore at the moment is riding out of his skin, so we couldn't be happier to have him on. So we're hopeful for a good run today.
Do we say that he's probably one of the most horses that is ready for this race, especially that he ran 3 races in this season?
Yeah, I think he's only starting, hopefully that he's improving all the time. But I think the way the standard this race is going, we'll have to bring a better horse again next year. But let's hope he's good enough this year.
Well, I think it's the best renewal of this race since its inception. A really strong race, and it's a very open race too. So certainly the uplift in grade to grade 2 and the uplift in prize money has helped it be a great race. And we have Sir Alex Ferguson and the best trainer in France, André Fabre, both here today. So that says it all, really.
Yeah, no, he's been a very lucky horse for us. He's won a Group 2 and I think 3 Group 3s and a couple of listed races. But he's really up against it here. This is a very good race, much better than the last couple of seasons, and he's really will have to run up to us his very, very best to get in the money.
And he is really comfortable with all types of grounds, I would say.
Yes, no, we're happy with the ground and very happy with the track. The track is I was amazed how big and open it was. So we'll be dropping in, I'd say, as usual. He's inclined to race lazily early on, so we'll be hoping that we'll be picking up some at the end.
2023 Bahrain International Trophy. 2,000 metres in front of this stellar line. Ball in, and they're off. And it was a sleepy beginning for Astro King. That one was last coming out of the starting stalls. They go through the first 100 metres of their journey. Carter is in the firing line, and right there is Dubai Future, who's up along the inside of Point Lonsdale, and they're now on top of the first turn. Dubai Future, Point Lonsdale, Carter, Nation's Pride is posted 4 wide around that bend. Highland Avenue, the Greys just in behind the leaders, followed by Real World and Isra Burcastle, and then the classic winner Mahaba Yasanafi in mid-division. Astro King has caught them up, and that one's also running in mid-pack in the blue and yellow colours. Further back to Spirit Dancer, who has a pitch to the outside, followed by the filly above the curve. And second last is Caliph, and Lafayette is at the back end of this party. They have 1,200 left to go. Point Lonsdale and Nation's Pride parked out there 1 and 2. Dubai Futures in third place, followed by the black jacket of Carter. Then Real World is still 3 wide with no cover. Mahaba Yasanafi is next ahead of Highland Avenue. Astro King and Spirit Dancer, Burcastle above the curve, Caliph, and last of all is Lafayette. They've passed halfway, and it's Point Lonsdale in front for Ryan Moore. Leads Nation's Pride in the hands of William Buick in second place. Dubai Future is in third. Less than 800 to go. They're approaching the turn. Real World's just in behind the leaders. Here's Isra on the wide outside now, moving into third position as they make the final turn. 600 out, and it's Point Lonsdale, Nation's Pride, and Isra from Dubai Future. Just in behind them, Carter. Mahaba Yasanafi now called on for an effort, and then comes Highland Avenue. Astro King's got a bit of work to do, so too Spirit Dancer, and now they work their way inside the final 400. Nation's Pride, Point Lonsdale having a duel. Here comes Mahaba Yasanafi and Isra between horses, and the big white face of Spirit Dancers on the wide outside as they now draw towards the last 200 metres, and it is Spirit Dancers coming on really well. Spirit Dancers hit the front and kicks on by a couple of lengths to Isra.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see you win this race today at the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Thank you, man.
How do you feel?
Oh, I can't believe it. I'm tingling with my nerves.
I told you, there's always surprises at the Kingdom of Bahrain. You said you were worried about the stall, but I told you there's always surprises at the Kingdom.
You did say that.
I did.
I know, yeah.
And we see a great surprise today.
Yeah, but it went very well too. I was so, well, can't believe it. Unbelievable.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Sir Alex. Thank you.
Well, look, we were a big price for the field, but look, he jumped out, and I thought I got in a lovely position. I travelled well, and look, I think when he did get there, he was only doing enough, but look, he won well.
And how do you say Spirit Dancer's performance was today?
It's definitely one of his best. Look, he's been getting better with every run, and look, hopefully he can keep going forward from now, but he hasn't looked back this year anyway.
Was it the same order you got from your trainer?
Well, he just left it to me, really. He just says, just see where you find it and go from there, but it was good.
You've worked at the Bahraini course and you know this course so well. And you came back this year to the Bahrain International Trophy with the son of the legendary Frankel, Spirit Dancer. And it was a lovely win. I mean, we expected that Spirit Dancer might be a winner today, but the way he won this race was just exceptional. Can you talk to us a little bit about it?
Yeah, we didn't have a good start to the week, I'm afraid. When he went out training, he got very warm and boiled over. And to be fair to my team, they gave him all the help he can. And funny enough, today was the first time I was happy with him when I went to put the saddle on him. I actually thought he looked a little bit fat, so
Trainers are always looking for excuses, but a great race for us to watch.
فعلا سبيريت دانسر كان شوي بعيد عن الترشيح، خصوصا ان نيشن برايدز هو كانت الانظار عليه بحكم تصنيفه العالي اللي يحمله 121، فالشيء طبيعي هو بيكون مصنف.
اللي صار في الشوط ان الخيل كلها ما فارت بعض، يعني شفنا المرشح الاول طالع يبي يمشي قدام، فما خلينا نقول ما خدم السباق. حصان ايدن اوبراين قدم سباق بس في اخر الامتار هو الفارق، مثل ما شفنا المركز الثاني الى المركز يمكن السابع كانوا كامل جروب واحد. حصان السير أليكس فيرغسون يعني هو لو بنعيدها قبل الشوط هو حلم انه يجي السير أليكس فيرغسون ويحقق شوط، هذا حلم.
طبعا اليوم شفنا الجياد الموجود، جياد هاي كواليتي، يعني الريس كل من قال ان مثلا الحظوظ راح تكون حق فريق بودولفين، بس شفنا المفاجأة من الجواد اللي فاز في الشوط مع المدرب ريتشارد فاهي، طبعا قلب التوقعات. طبعا لو ينعاد الشوط كذا مرة راح نشوف فائز جديد يعني.
السباق الأكبر والأقوى بجائزة $1,000,000 ومفاجأة غير متوقعة من قبل سبيريت دانسر بطلاً بكأس البحرين الدولي بنسخته الخامسة بقيادة موفقة من الفارس أوشن أور اللي فاجأنا بانتصار قوي اكتسح فيه جميع المنافسين وتوج نفسه بطلاً لأقوى سباق بموسم سباقات الخيل في مملكة البحرين. فبعد إن كان غير متفائل من البوابة أسطورة مدربين كرة القدم وأحد ملاك الجواد السير أليكس فيرغسون يندهش بما قدمه الجواد من أداء بطولي وأسعد جميع الملاك، وبالخصوص السير أليكس اللي كانت فرحته هستيرية وهو يشاهد جواده متصدراً للمنافسين بتحقيقه المركز الأول بمستوى قوي. تخطيط وعمل متقن من المضمر ريتشارد فاهي اللي كان تركيزه وطموحه كبير على السباق بتحقيق أحد النتائج الإيجابية، ولكن الواضح بأن الثقة كانت أكبر بعد تأقلم سبيريت دانسر في التمارين الصباحية وبالتحديد في الاستعداد الأخير ما قبل السباق. أما عن المركز الثاني إلى المركز الرابع فشهدنا منافسة قوية بين 3 جياد، المرشح الثاني بوينت لونسديل والمرشح الثالث ريل وورلد والجواد إصرار الغير مرشح، واللي تمكن من التغلب على المرشح الثاني والثالث بتحقيقه المركز الثاني بقيادة الفارس جيم كراولي، وبينما تمكن الجواد بوينت لونسديل من تحقيق المركز الثالث، وأما الجواد ريل وورلد فاكتفى بالمركز الرابع بعد اندفاعة قوية في آخر الأمتار. انطباع مبهر وإقبال كبير من قبل الجميع للمشاركة أو مشاهدة السباق الأكبر في موسم سباقات الخيل في مملكتنا الغالية، فالانطباع كان إيجابي والسعادة مرسومة وبوجوه الجميع بهذه الاستضافة، وهذا إن دل فهو يدل على طيبة أهل البحرين واللي مو بغريبة عليهم حسن الضيافة وتنظيم أكبر الأحداث الرياضية في إقامة السباق بنسخته الخامسة بدرجة الجروب 2 واستقطاب هذه الجودة من الجياد اللي بحد ذاته نجاح قبل الانطلاق.
Village is my first experience horse racing, and I had a great afternoon. I saw wonderful races. I witnessed Sir Alex joy to see his horse winning. So yeah, everything was great today.
Is it your first time in Bahrain?
No, not the first time. I have a lot of good friends and actually came quite a few times, different occasions, and every time like the hospitality is like wonderful.
But it's your first time attending horse racing today?
Yeah, first time, and I think not the last one. I met a lot of great people. It's a great social event, and to have this experience, up close experience with the horses, to see the jockeys, you know, all the side of the performance. For me, coming from the football world, is very interesting.
I'd like to know what's your impression about Bahrain since it's your first time here.
Oh, it's been amazing. The hospitality, the people, everybody here has been so welcoming, so friendly. I've really felt at home in a place that I've never been before. And what I love about the racing community and racing fans all across the world is we all have that shared interest. So everybody you meet, we're talking about the Bahrain International Trophy, we're talking about racing. People have showed me around Bahrain. I went to Manama Souk for some shopping, went down to the track, and I've really enjoyed it. Even going to the Pearling Path to learn some history of Bahrain. So.
Lovely. So you got like into every aspect of the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Yes.
The heritage, traditions, the trade, and also you're here at Rashid Equestrian. How do you find the organizing of Rashid Equestrian and everything about this race?
Oh, it's brilliant, amazing. I love the build up to the Bahrain International Trophy, the prize money, and the brilliant runners that have come over to race. But even here now, the setting that you guys have here with the seats, I need to bring them back to England because they're much more comfy than what we have on a race course in England. So the way that is set up with the cradling here and the race finish, I think it's just perfect, and I'm really looking forward to the big race today.
استضافة المملكة لكأس البحرين الدولي في نسخته الأولى كان حلم يتمناه كل عاشق لهذه الرياضة، ولكن التطور من موسم إلى موسم بشكل كبير والوصول إلى هذا المستوى من السباقات باستقطاب كوكبة من الجياد المميزة عالمياً يعتبر إنجاز ونجاح من قبل البدء بالنسخة الخامسة، ونطمح إلى التقدم والتطور لاستضافة هذا الكاس لجياد الفئة الأولى. أما بالنسبة لترتيب الفرسان هالأسبوع هناك منافسة قوية، ولكن ما زال لين نيومان محافظ على الصدارة، وكذلك العاديات ريسينج محافظين على صدارة الملاك. مشاهدينا وصلنا لختام حلقتنا لليوم من برنامج الرفه، ونلقاكم على خير في حلقة جديدة الأسبوع القادم. مع السلامة.